Your cat ever suddenly freeze, staring at empty space, a blank wall, or a dark corner of the room? Sometimes it even looks like they're tracking something invisible, moving their head as if someone is there. To you, it seems like there's nothing, but for your cat, that nothing might not be empty at all. Today, we're breaking down this eerie but fascinating behavior with the scientific and biological reasons behind it. Cats have senses that are almost superhero level compared to humans. What we call empty space can be an information-rich zone for them. First, hearing. Cats can pick up extremely high-frequency sounds we can't detect. Humans typically hear up to about 20 kilohertz, while cats can hear up to around 64 kilohertz, well into the ultrasonic range. What does that mean in real life? The vibration of a water pipe inside the wall, the tiny footsteps of an insect in the next room, or a faint low-level electrical buzz from an outlet. While you hear nothing, your cat may be pinpointing the source of that sound and locking onto it. Another major reason is how incredibly sharp a cat's motion detection is. Cats' eyes contain a special reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum. It doesn't just make their eyes glow in the dark. It helps them use available light far more efficiently than we can. So what looks totally still to you, a shadow on the wall, a tiny dust particle drifting in a beam of light, or a spiderweb moving slightly with the airflow, can become a full-on prey scenario for your cat. In other words, they're not staring at nothing. They're watching action in a microscopic world you simply don't perceive. And then there's instinct. A cat's brain is wired by millions of years of hunting. Sometimes this behavior is pure stay alert mode. Researchers describe something like a wait-and-see strategy. If your cat once noticed movement in a certain spot, maybe a fly was there yesterday, their brain can tag that area as a potential hunting zone. So they'll sit there, focused, watching it for minutes, waiting for something to happen again. You could even call it a kind of mental rehearsal. Even if there's nothing there right now, your cat may be replaying the scene in their mind or anticipating motion. For them, patience is half the hunt. But what if it's not that deep? Sometimes, your cat is simply relaxing. Just like humans, cats can zone out and rest their mind by focusing on a single point. If your cat is purring, their ears aren't pinned back, and their body looks loose and comfortable, there's usually nothing to worry about. In fact, it can mean they feel safe enough to stop scanning the whole environment and slip into a calm, almost meditative state. Of course, there's also the mysterious side people love to talk about. A lot of people believe cats have a sixth sense, that they can detect energies beyond our range. Science doesn't offer solid proof of that yet, but one thing is undeniable. A cat's sensory world is far wider than ours. They're like tiny observers living in our world, while also monitoring layers of it we can't access. So, the next time your cat stares into space, don't panic. That empty spot is probably not empty at all, for them. They may simply be using the incredible tools nature gave them. Now tell me, where does your cat like to stare the most? Have you ever seen them react in a really strange way while watching nothing? Share your stories in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and like the videos to see more content like this.